Anyways, hello everyone. I'm Elevatorz, although most people call me Ellie. Either works, really. And I'm the creator of Sci-Fi or Bust. I've brought a couple of the other cast members with me to help answer the various questions that the community might have. Now, before we get started, why don't the rest of you introduce yourselves? We'll start to my right with Kawoods.
Well, it's technically left now, but
I guess so.
Hi, I'm Kaluch. I am a crow that tends to break elevators. I don't know why. It's the elevators are animalism. They hate animals.
If I'm up next, hi, I'm Jenna. I've also been referred to as Guardswoman and Sci-Fi Michael Reeves. I enjoy invoking pure chaos everywhere I go, and I was in SFOB a couple times.
Hi, I'm Elsa Frosteri, although I'm sure quite a few people from Quantum here are probably still calling me Dr. Kaiser because I once voiced her for some QBC productions.
Do we have rendered on stage, or?
Rendered is directly next to me, but doesn't appear to be in the VC.
Where is rendered?
Where is rendered?
Oh, rendered!
I can literally go ring him.
Hello.
Do that. Get him here, Ace.
Wait, is rendered in
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Discord server?
I
Oh,
don't.
who do we need to bring up?
Rendered.
No, rendered's
I
on
don't-
stage.
Render's on
don't-
stage, but like not on stage.
Yeah, in the
I'll
He's
get him. I'll
he's
get him.
in game. He's not in the.
If someone pings them in the event stage channel, I can bring them up on stage.
I don't think he's in the Discord
He's
server.
not in the Discord.
Oh my god.
This is
I'll
Oh,
get him.
okay.
I'll get him. Hang on.
This is the beauty of panels, everyone.
Yep.
I love
While we do that, Ren, if you would.
Okay. I'm my name's Ren. My pronouns are she, they. Some people used to call me Void. I'm a former admin for a lot of Roblox sci-fi groups, and
She worked for Quantum.
Discover, unfortunately, the Forbidden. And also a bunch of other groups I was involved with.
The Forbidden Group.
But yeah, it's... Now I prefer to stay back. I'm a very busy woman IRL. I have college apps to do, but I do come on SFOB for some of our games, so yeah. Also, meow.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on, man. Anyway.
This is totally random. Hi grandma, hi grandpa. They're watching right now. I wanted to do that earlier, but I couldn't.
Oh my god. Okay.
Anyway.
Oh shit.
And while we get rendered into the voice chat, just like to say that it's nice to have all of you here, everybody on stage and those in the audience. Unfortunately, we
There
couldn't
we go.
have. Oh, is rendered here?
Rendered is now here. I did my job.
All right, I'll continue that
Rendered,
later.
sit down.
Go ahead
Sit
and
down.
I can't sit down. I literally can't. I can try, but for some reason it's not letting me.
you can stand in the
Man.
center then. It's
You
okay.
were
Okay.
sitting before.
I just jumped up and here I am. Hey, DT's not here, so somebody's got to have an issue.
That's true. That's
so
true.
crazy.
That's
Valid!
true.
Valid!
That's true.
Valid! Speaking
here.
of DT,
Rendered, sit there.
D-Train's man.
Actually, hold
Polar
on,
Bear Man,
Rose.
Elevator Breaker, Loud DT, whatever you know him by. He was not able to make it today. However, I do have a pre-recorded message on his behalf, so I shall now play that. Hopefully it's loud enough.
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on Astral Central 2024. The SFOB casts do get a bit quirky at night. Okay, I can't do that bit anymore. Anyway, hey, wanted to record a message because I actually couldn't physically be here. I've ultimately decided to spend some more time with family and whatnot, but wanted to pre-record a message saying how much I appreciate you guys, how much I appreciate the sci-fi community for watching me be loud and obnoxious for, when was the first episode uploaded? Maybe about 6 years ago? And I'm actually very happy to say that loud DT is a permanent fixture of SFOB. Recent development that I had is I finally moved out and got a place of my own. I live absolutely alone. The closest neighbor that I have is probably, I don't know, 20, 30 yards up a hill. So no one is going to hear me scream. That's
What
That also
the
sounds very bad now that I say it out loud. But I can be as loud as I want. Loud and obnoxious is funny! Anyway,
Thank you, DT.
Thank you.
look forward to seeing you guys in future projects, being a part of this future projects, and being loud and obnoxious DT. Because loud equals comedy and fart noises.
Shout out DT for actually having a life.
Real,
At the end
real.
of the
Speaking of
day.
shout outs
Real.
to people who aren't here.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Insider Lock did banish someone else from being able to be here. But hello, Reddy. I see you, whatever private server you're in.
And before I continue on with the rest of my script here, Render, I think you forgot to introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Rendered. I think I am the newest member of Sci-Fi or Bust. I'm really glad to have been invited, even if I didn't quite know what it was when I was invited. Now I kind of know the history, and it means a lot, honestly. I'm looking forward to being in future videos and helping out when I can and getting a life. Yeah, I see you,
Woo! Yay,
Intel.
Redder! Woo!
I'm gonna find you, Intel. I hope you know that.
Wait
Anyways,
a second.
that's pretty much it.
And it's nice to have all of you here up on stage and in the audience. Unfortunately, we couldn't have our full audience here in person today due to reasons that I'm pretty sure you're very much aware of. But I thank you for being here
So
anyway,
of us.
whether that be in person or on the stream or sitting in a Discord chat right now. Now, before we get into the questions today, I'm just going to give you a brief explanation about what Sci-Fi or Bust is. It's a review show on YouTube that ranks, well, sci-fi games on a titular scale of Sci-Fi or Bust. Now, there's 3 other rankings in the actual scale, but that's not really important right now, so we're just going to skip over that. And the series itself has spanned over 3 episodes so far, and a 4th episode is still in the works. I know some of you have probably seen the trailer last year, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So, let's get into the questions, shall we? Excuse me. Now, I've got a couple of questions already preset on our script here, but I'll also be taking questions from both the Discord chat, the YouTube chat, and the Roblox game chat. I have all 3 set up. So,
Multitasking.
pretty much, yeah. Without further ado, let's get started, shall we?
Ellie, is your brain multi-threaded?
I mean, I am neurodivergent, so I guess so.
Bro has built-in simultaneous multitasking.
I am multi-track drifting as we speak.
Dude, same here.
Fun
Excuse
fact,
me
that was
while I
actually...
check off presenter goes off track on my bingo card. I mean, what?
SFOB cast
so
bingo
crazy.
card.
What do you mean
Yeah,
track?
it wasn't in the
Besides the
paper.
required questions I have here, we don't really have a track. Although I will say that was a more recent development back last winter. I figured out.
That guy, AC 2024, damn. Just
That guy
not
at
even a name.
AC24.
He's just that guy now.
And yes, we are typically this crazy behind the scenes of SFOB, so
It's true.
congratulations, now you know.
Oh yeah, big time.
I see
Chaos is my- I love chaos.
Let's see here. I'll just start off with some questions from the audience, and then we'll go into the list here. A joke request, crappy core games for when. I'm not going to say anything about crappy core games as of yet. It's all about SFOB here.
Womp womp.
Let's see. How many absolute busts are there? So absolute bust is a joke rating that was below the lowest ranking we have, which is bust. I don't think we really ever intended to use it at all, so fingers crossed there should be absolutely 0 of those, except as a joke. Let's see. Anything else in chat for now? Okay.
What is PBCC SFOB? I can't.
PBCCS Bob.
Actually, I might as well just go into that.
That question is from a Pinewood member, LA. I think we better answer.
I think we should answer it. So this is actually the first question on our list here. When is SFOB coming out? I mean, people have been asking it for years, even now after the trailer that came out last year. In truth, the answer is probably a lot sooner than you think, but that probably means nothing nowadays. 2024 has just been a really, I'm not going to say interesting year. It's been really, really heavy. Between school, dealing with mental health stuff, and a bunch of other things that I won't go into here, I just haven't had the most amount of time to edit anything, really. That includes SFOB as well. And a lot of it just started hitting very quickly after I started my spring semester last year. Or this year, I suppose. Because it's not 2025 yet. So, unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit longer, but I promise you, it'll be worth the wait. But we're not going to
What made the team over at Elevators get the inspirations to start pioneering this series?
Oh, that's
Like,
actually a pretty good
what
question.
inspired this one? Yeah.
So, Sci-Fi Bus was actually originally a quantum project back in 2018. I'm not entirely sure who came up with the idea, because those chat messages have unfortunately been lost to time. I think we've just been inspired by the various different review shows and videos all around the internet and on TV. And we wanted to see what we could do if we took different sci-fi games and put them into a similar format. Of course, these different videos are a lot less unhinged, I will say, than what SFOB is all about. But honestly, that just kind of makes it a bit more unique, despite how tiring it is to put everything together.
It's fun to get chaotic.
Oh, it is very fun.
I'm like in my natural state, you know?
Yeah.
Same here.
Now, if you don't mind me saying, MTV Cribs style SFOB.
Oh my god. No.
What demonetization?
I will be keeping track.
Style.
Hey, can I also just bring it? Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, go ahead, Astro. Sorry.
Can I just bring attention to the synchronized light show that's in the background of the camera view right now? Like,
Yes, that's beautiful. Who is doing that?
I saw Chelsea earlier tell
I'm
everyone on the left
screenshotting
to
that.
go
I
red
don't
and
know
everyone on
who.
the
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
Jedi and the
cool.
Sith, but
Oh, that is cool. Oh my god, that's great.
shout out to Nano Quantum Tech for putting the glow sticks in their booth.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
All of you in the background who are doing the glow sticks. Oh,
Shout out
thank
to you
you.
guys.
Thank you so
It's
much. That is
it's times like
amazing.
this.
That is
It's
amazing.
times like this where we're having a bioweapon right about now.
Mention
Stretch
bioweapon.
your
Let's see if
bestie.
that's on the bingo card.
Wait, is it?
Ellie, can I answer one of the questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, someone asked, quote, what's taking so long for the next episode? And the correct answer to that is, well, it varies from individual to individual. A lot of us are very busy. Half of us are college students, and the other half are like a high school upperclassman. I'm a senior. I should probably be doing my Duke application right now on Common App, but I'm here instead helping answer questions. A lot of us, as I said earlier, have college or college level coursework to do, and that has hampered the editing and recording process of SFOB significantly. Also, Jenna runs Bunker Bravo. I'm sure you can see why that would make her an extremely busy woman.
Oh yeah. Running a company is hard.
It turns out.
It is, but you do it so well.
Aw, thank you.
I mean, that
Don't forget to
presentation
pay
you put on.
taxes.
I'm not even gonna lie, that presentation just like put all the confidence we lost back into the event, and I really do thank you for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
But this isn't. Hey, wait. This
Applause
isn't.
for freaking
No,
Jenna.
no.
That
This isn't the.
carried.
This isn't the Jenna panel. This is the SFOB panel.
That is true. Let's move on to the next
I can
question.
appreciate my friends. Dang it.
So, how do you find the games that you How do you find the games that you review in SFOB?
Whoever
It's-
pays the most. No, I'm kidding.
It's kind of a mix of different sources. For SFOB 4 in particular, we actually went out and asked the community at some point last year to submit games for us to possibly review, and then the same people also went and voted on which games would actually make it into the episode. In future episodes, how I'm thinking we're going to do it is that the community will have some sort of say over what games, like some of the games that can get in, but we'll choose the other ones. Like for episode 4 in particular, I'm thinking of having like a small selection of games available to vote every part. So you will have essentially 3 votes to cast, and then the winners of those votes will be 3 of the games in the next episode, but we may choose 1 to 3 more depending on what time will allow.
Speaking of games, have all the games for SFOB 4 been decided already? I believe the answer to that is yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, elevators.
That is correct. We have actually recorded everything, so it's all down to editing.
Elsa, you were here for all of that, though.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. My memory is terrible, too.
I can't believe that Meltdown Fleece Dunkapidical almost won, though. Round.
Oh, God.
I still can't believe that. Like, to all the people who voted that, are you okay? I'm honestly concerned.
Realize what you've done?
Like, I am
What
very
a
concerned
comedian.
about your well-being.
All
We
of
had
you?
to go through.
Working in the
Like,
sci-fi
that's the
community is
deal.
like opting into memory loss.
Pretty much, honestly.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
it
give
is.
everybody here a nice rubber room for that
No.
voting.
A what?
A rubber
We're
room.
Do
not-
not start that. No.
Don't
no.
start it.
That rubber?
Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Don't. Oh no, there goes the chat.
Oh lord. I don't even
Good
want to know.
job.
All right, let's move on to our next. Let's move on to our next question.
So-
Ellie,
Next
I think you.
question.
Yes.
What are
Any
your
more?
opinions on the so-called DT elevator problem and the groups that were able to fix it? From aw, hey, Reddy, I see you there.
Also, by the way, we have 10 minutes left.
Oh
Noted.
shoot.
Very
Yeah,
much
we might have
noted.
to do the other pre-scripted question after this.
We will. So, for those of you who don't know, the DT elevator problem is something that's been a reoccurring gag throughout most of the episodes, where we hop into an elevator and DT tends to phase through either the roof, the floor, even sometimes the walls, in one case at a Garteon game. And it's all due to the fact that a lot of developers don't...
Well, do you?
Yeah, that a lot of developers don't add welding to elevators or just have like a weird teleport thing like QSurf does. So, and that was all because DT out of all of us had like one of the worst network connections. And that's pretty much what enabled all of that nonsense to happen. And yes, there will be one of those moments in the upcoming episode.
That does remind me. I also kind of have those issues at times as well.
Guess you've inherited it.
Now, because we're running out of time here, we'll just move on to the rest of the we'll move on to the rest of the preset questions. I'll figure out how to handle anything we haven't answered at a future time. So, next question: what brought all of you to SFOB?
Oh gosh, I have a
You
whole
wouldn't let me say
monologue
no.
for this.
He actually kidnapped me. He wouldn't let me say no. No.
I super checkpoint all, and I suddenly ended up in SFOB. That's how I ended up in SFOB.
That's valid. Honestly, the way I ended up being an SFOB is back in 2020 when I was like when I was being a little small and annoying fangirl, I was like, oh my god, elevators noticed me. And well, it's safe to say elevators noticed me. And the elevator was like, yeah, here, come join SFOB. I'm like, okay, cool.
I became friends with Ellie back in like 2018, and then it kind of just became nepotism.
The
put it as
That's
simply
crazy.
as possible. Well, also that, and I'm technically a core game developer, unfortunately. So I do have some technical insight on how problems in
Sentence to
SFOB.
the bottom pit
Like,
of hell.
yeah, you too, Sky. We're both going there.
I know. I'll see you there.
See ya.
Rendered, would you like to answer this one as well?
I was just invited one day. I was just kind of talking, and then I was invited by Rose, I think, and then here I am. I'm glad to be a part of it, though. Even if, like I said, I kind of didn't know what it was prior. It's definitely
As
a
for
cool
LA,
group.
I think we know how LA got brought to SFOB because, well, he's the creator. And me! Oh my goodness. Okay. I apologize if this ends up taking the rest of our time, but, well, I gotta share this.
We can
So
cut into the
how
break
did
a little
I
bit, don't
end up
worry.
in SFOB? Ironically, it's kind of interwoven with how I ended up on Roblox in the first place. I was bored watching YouTube, watching some videos about a Minecraft mod called Draconic Evolution that has this really fun reactor blow up. And in the recommended videos was a video by GMHS melting down his game Unnamed Computer Core 2. I was curious, I clicked. In the recommended videos for that was one of Elevator's videos. I was curious, I clicked. That led me into more Roblox videos, more Pinewood Builders videos, and eventually I was like, huh, this place is cool. And I literally made a Roblox account just to check out Pinewood and all these other core games. Ran into one group, led me to meeting another group, and around 2018-ish, I ran into quantum science. And, well, that was about the time things started to really snowball because Elevators was still in the quantum administration at that time. And by some fluke of luck, I soon joined him. And that was when I started to know Elevators, but I didn't really actively get into SFOB until years later. And I just... If you had asked 2016 me if I would be sitting here on a stage in front of however many people are watching this stream and have met
That,
the
about
love of my
200.
life, DT, and have also had, much like Sky, a bit of a senpai notice me moment with Elevators, I would have probably said, as Sky would put it, "Get out!"
I forgot I did
Well,
that.
here we are, and head blown. So, yeah, this is wow, just wow. And
I feel like
I honestly don't know what to say. This community
To answer your question about how
really
many
brings
people we
together.
have,
I have half the insider server friended right now, and know a large part of the other half. And
it really
just,
is like
what
it's
is
a
this?
testament. It's a testament to the fact like the way I got here was I had an idea, I put my mind to it, and I wouldn't stop no matter what anyone told me. And with putting in the work, getting places, you will meet the right people. Sometimes it just kind of happens. So literally, all the people out there that want to start stuff like this, just go and do it, because you never know, it might hit, and then you might be at AC25.
Yeah, and it's been a real roller coaster with its ups and downs. But if you asked me if I would do it over again, absolutely yes. I got to meet so many people, and even though I don't talk to some of them anymore, the memories are still amazing. I mean, just to give one example of how crazy things have been, name me 3 other people currently cadet rank in Pinewood Security who can legitimately say they have heard the voice of Tokai Show. Oh wait.
okay, I hate to cut you off, but we have like 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
So Ellie, I believe
Yes,
there's one more
continue.
important question that you have to touch on.
That's
Ooh.
true. I already answered part of this at the beginning of the panel, and there are other questions that I've unfortunately have to leave unanswered, both in the script and in all 3 of the different chats, or 4 if you want to count it. We'll figure out how to answer those later, but for now, it's time to answer the other part of the when SFOB is coming out question. So, through a lot of work and having to manage my schedule and deal with other garbage in real life, I'm happy to say that the Sci-Fi or Bust 4A trailer will drop next Saturday, January 4th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. Trailer.
And
Also, if Ellie doesn't drop it, he loses money.
that is true. It's in some respect.
If Ellie doesn't drop, I find where he lives.
You already know what state I
Whoa,
live in,
whoa,
this
okay.
guy.
Okay, knowing which
Anyways.
state you live in doesn't narrow it down
We're-
too much.
Anyways,
Okay.
before we get off of this stage, I also like to mention that I'm still going to keep my promise that I made in the SFOB is delayed video, where the episode will be releasing within 2 weeks of that trailer, which means the latest that Sci-Fi or Bust will release would be, let me make sure I'm doing my math here, is January 18th. So it's coming out January 2025, and I hope to see you all there.
In a week, guys.
Yeah,
Can you believe it? It got here so fast.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
not
who
doing
wants
that.
who wants to have a meow off before we leave? The
Please
stage?
no.
Okay, I don't mean to be a hater, but
Right.
I just want to point out the last time we got an SFOB trailer at an Astral Central, then it got delayed by a year. So,
That's true.
hopefully that doesn't happen this time.
Here's the thing, we're not
It's
dropping a
all
trailer
good
right
news.
now, so obviously it's gonna happen, because that's
Top
how
10
luck
numbers
works.
from 1 through 10.
Oh my
Only
God,
3
we're
weeks,
not doing
guys.
that.
Can you believe it?
Alright, anyway.
Guys,
Alright, everyone. That's it for
I
the
don't,
Sci-Fi or Bust panel. Oh,
Yeah, I
I
don't
would
think
like to
Astra can
dedicate this
handle any
panel
more of
to
our
that.
insanity.